The following is a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. Hollywood Redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, Urban Wellness and Beauty, featuring weekly commentary on urban health, beauty, and lifestyle. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood Redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host of Black Hollywood Live, Urban Wellness and Beauty.
Oh my goodness. He missed the commentary.
He was pot of berets.
He was pot of berets. Well, welcome you
I'm
guys.
really impressed that he knows what a pot of beret is.
He does. Great.
He's a great choreographer.
Yes.
You weren't ready for that, right?
Okay, so this is Urban Wellness and Beauty. So thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys are watching on iTunes and YouTube. And we're kind of lonely today, but we still have me and Jacquelyn.
Friends on the house?
New friends. No, we're not lonely. No. Okay, so we're missing. I'm Madison Chase. I'm the trainer to the stars and the star in you, because I feel like everybody is a star. And then we have the beautiful Jacquelyn.
Jacquelyn Umof, Action Jacquelyn on my social media feeds. And I am a celebrity trainer and former Laker girl and current ballroom dancer.
Yes, we love it.
Point, move it.
Yeah.
So standing in for our hosts that are missing, we have two of my favorite clients. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Since I'm the lady, I'll go first. I am Angel Laketa Moore, actress, host, comedian. Anything you need, I can do it because I like a chick.
Yes, and she's an incredible mother. Yes, you're forgetting that part, Angel.
Oh, yeah, I'm a mommy and I'm a wife. Yeah, those things count too. They just don't pay me. Yeah.
Kind of, not in money, though. Not in money.
Hey, this is about wellness. We need it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Fulfillment.
All aspects
I need
of
to be
life.
well in that bank account.
Yes.
You are nuts.
Yeah.
I'm Windell Middlebrooks. I'm an actor and a motivational speaker.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
So this is Urban Wellness and Beauty, and we're going to talk about all things health and wellness when it comes to the urban community. So the hot topic, I hate to talk about him because I so love him, Dr. Oz. I love him, but he is on the hot seat because they're saying that a lot of his products and things that he promotes are kind of fictitious and they're not scientifically sound. So one of the things that it said, I was like, man, Dr. Oz, come on. So this is the exact quote. The scientific community is almost monolithic against you in terms of the efficacy of 3 products you called miracles. She said she was discouraged by the false hope his rhetoric gives viewers and questioned his role, intentional or not, in perpetuating these scams. I was like, what? Dr. Oz. So he's like the go-to man. So what do you guys think? I mean, how do you feel about that? Jacquelyn, do you watch Dr. Oz?
You know what, I used to, but I think there's one part where it's like, okay, I give him credit because people watch him to, like, exactly like this lady said, to find hope in maybe curing something like that. But are all of his things backed up? Do I believe everything he says? No. But that's because I spend all my time educating myself in this sort of field. So it's like I like to go to the source that I know that are scientifically backed up and everything. But for the person, the woman or man who's at home and, like, you know, wants to watch something, get a couple tips here and there, I always think that's better than nothing, right? So it's like, I don't know. I think that there's such a fine line when it comes to supplements and diet and fitness and stuff, because there's a lot of gimmicks out there that aren't backed up, and there's a lot of things that people can fall, through the loopholes or not fall through the cracks. So I don't know. It's always like someone at the top is always going to be brought down somehow. Like someone's always going to like try and sue someone. But I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that. But
Like she's moving to the
The problem is, it's like it's a double-edged sword,
Yeah,
because one, when you become a doctor, a medical doctor,
Right.
you do take an oath to make sure you're giving the best medical advice possible.
Yes.
However, people forget that he is now on TV. He ain't got no practice. He's
Right.
about these checks.
Yeah. Back to the checks.
And he's back to, yes, that's how I understand. He's back to these coins, okay? And some of the stuff that he's probably promoting, yeah, he might not think it's the best thing in life, but I bet you he's getting some nice ducats because of it. And I think people just have to understand, it's like watching ER and thinking everything that happens on there is supposed to happen in real life. It is still television. It's still smoke and mirrors.
Right.
And for the FDA to think that him being on TV is going to be the same thing as him inside of an office with a patient, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing as giving advice to a actual client. And then endorsing something on TV. I will endorse a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need. If they're going to write me a good check, I'll be like, yeah, that removes all the hair on your body. Yes, it does. It might not. Is that check going to bounce?
Yeah, and that's... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, with anything that's on TV, take time to listen. You know, see what works for you, and then decide, do I want to take this risk? You know what I mean? This is, a lot of times it upsets me because people are lazy. They won't do the research themselves and decide, you know, is he telling the truth or is he not? You know, I understand what they're saying, and they're trying to come down on him because he does have a platform. He does offer this hope, you know, for all of these products. But in reading the article and then watching the video, he also made the point that, so if he comes and he talks about the green tea coffee or whatever it is, that's one of the products that is supposed to be great for weight loss. Well, then, because he said the green tea coffee and he talked about one specific product, well, then
other companies popped up.
Another company pop up and they use him. And he said he's in court fighting that. Like, we can't put all of the blame on him for that. People, open your eyes, be responsible. You're grown people and make decisions and quit just being followers.
And I think that's the biggest issue, is that we don't want to do the process. Like, we'd rather find the quick peel or the sprinkles. So
that's like what our country is based off of, is like the quick fix. So I know a lot of people that would be like, oh, well, I saw it on Dr. Oz, and it's like, well, it doesn't mean it's true.
Right, that's totally.
And I mean, I know, but when you're on the show and you're getting a check for something, then you're like, okay, well, I'll endorse this. But like, we hope that he's endorsing things only that he believes in. And that's
he made the statement that everything that I endorse or I'm giving to the public, I would give to my family. And I do give to my family.
But who says he likes his family?
You know?
We don't know that. Because there's some stuff I would have gave my daddy. I would like, this'll make you thin.
You are stupid.
Can't use that.
What kind of relationship
do you have
with your wife?
Was it to your mother-in-law? Because now I don't want to try it.
To just make her sleep all day.
All day long.
And not say a word, right?
She's so sleepy today. Why is she sleeping again during Christmas? I don't know.
We like for her to rest.
For a very long time.
We're trying to get her to that final rest, but she just won't go.
She just won't go.
Did you say the final rest? No. Okay. So moving on. So moving
on. Do your own research, and you know that's what we have to say.
Be responsible. I mean, it is your life, you know.
And we hope Dr. Oz. Like, I even know from my own Instagram, like, I'll get people to like say, "Hey, will you wear my stuff? Will you do this? Will you talk about this?" And it's like you get tempted because you get like all this free stuff, you know, and you're like, and then you have to be like, no, because I don't want to do this.
He started on being that way. Like,
he was on Oprah first.
Right.
And then he got his own show from there. And then he had to come up with content every single day for an hour for the last couple of years. That's a lot of content.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so speaking of, like, last week we did something that was really interesting. Have you guys ever tried coffee butter?
No, it's
Okay, you go ahead. Look at Angel's face.
Because I don't drink coffee. So
Oh, you don't drink coffee. Okay.
Coffee, but like on
Do you drink coffee?
I do drink coffee.
Okay, so we're going to do a little sample.
Are you lactose
test.
intolerant?
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Oh, yeah.
Look, so I guess you two will be the only ones
Okay, so
trying
I think it's just me
It's
and
just you and
Jacquelyn.
I. Okay, so this
all
is
want to
something
go
that
wrong.
I've been drinking for the last 2 years. All right, it has grass-fed butter in it, and grass-fed butter obviously comes from happy cows, pasture-raised cows.
And happy cows meaning
Happy
that,
cows means that they're pasture-raised and they. Oh, see, it's still hot.
well, not pasteurized, but also that they're eating grass
gonna say,
instead of
yeah.
like they're eating grass
They're
instead
eating grass.
of
They're roaming
corn.
around.
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah, they're eating live like bugs or whatever is around, and they get to have sunshine and they're not stuck in a thing. Then you know.
In the pins. Okay.
So it has grass-fed
okay.
butter, and the coffee that it is a bulletproof coffee, and it's
Okay.
free of mycotoxins and free of mold.
Excuse me,
So-
bulletproof. We shooting coffee. What do you mean by bulletproof?
Meaning that it doesn't have anything bad in it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
Good for the
toxins.
soul.
Yeah.
Huh?
Good for the soul and good for the body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's interesting. Like when you first mentioned it, I was like, I don't know, like butter and coffee. Like it seemed like
Tastes
it would have.
great. It's
Yeah,
I was
delicious.
ready to try it
You
until we
should
got
try
to the
some.
lactose.
Yeah.
Well, would it
No.
sip
No.
send
no.
you to
Okay,
the
you should.
Y'all
You
ain't
should
gonna just
try.
explode. Good God.
Okay.
He says no now.
disaster pans is what we call it.
Disaster pants. What do you call it, Angel? You call it something else.
Hershey squirts.
Hershey squirts.
It smells good. Hold on.
I was about to say the
It
Hershey
does
squirts
smell
does?
good,
No, it
right?
doesn't.
Yeah. What do you think, Wendell? It's good,
Pretty
right?
good.
I would think that the butter would make it have like a greasy
No,
film, but it's
you know what?
not
It's
at
like
all.
normally, and I put MCT oil in it also, which is an extract of coconut oil. So the thing that I love about this coffee, which is why I started drinking it, is that it doesn't have any mold in it. So when you go to Starbucks and things like that, the bean itself actually starts to go old, and they keep it on the shelf for a very long time, and so and you don't really know how it's grown or where it's grown. Like they don't ever talk about it. Like Starbucks is very much about like the brand, like when you're there, but it's really not focused on like high quality beans.
Right.
Whereas like these beans are really clean, no mold, no mycotoxins, like I said. So it doesn't give you that really jittery, buzzy kind of feeling that coffee does. Which is like I used to not drink coffee that much because I felt like I was like. Just like with the chicken with its head cut off. It was like trying to do something, and then I was like, I gotta do this. Like I was just like crazy.
You had ADHD,
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah,
I did, and so and I felt like jittery, and my hands were shaking. So I
Right.
started drinking this, and I felt like I felt definitely like a lift in energy, but I didn't. I wasn't jittery. And then with the butter, I mean, I started adding fat into my diet, which all women should do. I'm like trying like
Oh, I
fat
do
is
it
back.
regularly. I add it everywhere.
Don't, Angel, no. I'm scared
I'm
of
like,
what she's
yes.
talking about. Yeah, what are you talking about? How do you add fat to your diet, Angel?
I don't know anything that I have that doesn't have fat in it.
I didn't add it. It just pops
It's
up.
just there,
It's
right.
on the burger.
The
It's
things
on
that
the
taste good
fries,
have fat
it's
in
on
it.
the-
So you didn't have fat in your diet before?
I had a complete, like, I don't know what I would call it, like a complete girl diet, like non-fat, non-sugar, no sugar, Greek
And
yogurt.
some of that
like,
stuff is not
no
good too, like the
happiness.
non-fat stuff.
It's
is
just
not
so,
good. Yeah,
and it's
the
so bad.
chemicals.
And I was like, I met with a nutritionist. This is like before I got really into like researching my own nutrition. And he said to me that I was malnutritioned.
Oh,
Am I
wow.
saying that's
I
the
can
correct
believe it.
I
word?
could
That's
have
right.
told you that.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, girl,
She needs some
no.
wings. Come here.
Yeah.
Not the wings, not the wings. You're not talking about Red Bull.
Baked
You're talking
wings.
about okay,
Yeah.
baked wings.
Baked
Yes, we
wings,
could
baked
do that.
Since we're healthy.
Yes,
Baked
this
wings.
is
Since
urban
we're
wellness.
Baked wings.
Yes.
So I was like malnutrition. I thought I was so healthy and all this stuff, and I was like, oh my God, and like and it's true. I mean, I was always tired, so tired to the point like when I was driving at 2 p.m. on an afternoon, I would start falling asleep like while I was driving.
Okay.
One time, like I had a really big scare where I was like, I totally nodded off, and I was like tired all the time. And then like he was like, you got to add fat, blah blah. And then I discovered this company, Bulletproof, and I started putting butter in my coffee. And my ex-boyfriend like actually was the one who like got me into it. That's not why we broke up, but that's like. But I started getting into the paleo diet, and I started putting all this sort of fat in my diet, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like a new person. Like I was having like butter, avocado, like lamb and beef and like all sorts of really
And
good
that's the
fats
paleo
and meat.
diet.
Yeah, the paleo diet. And I was like, what the biggest thing, which I always tell women, is like I stopped thinking about what I was going to eat next.
Right.
I stopped being like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. What am I going to eat next? That kind
Jacquelyn,
of thing. Like,
you might be in the minority because most people in general, I think we don't know what to eat, especially like with, you know, the issue with Dr. Oz. Like I feel like there's so much information that's so trendy. Like at one point, you know, have a glass of red wine, have some coffee, or have some dark chocolate.
Right.
Like it changes so much. So speaking of that, juicing is like the newest craze of, you know, people trying to detox, and then people are trying to, you know, let me clean out my system, let me detox my liver, let me lose 15 pounds and going on a juice diet. So I kind of wanted to talk about juicing as like the new trend. And there's something called, have you guys heard of cold pressed juice?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so cold press, Windell, is supposedly taking fruits and vegetables, and instead of actually using a juicer or a blender, and they say that it takes out the enzymes because it heats it. But with the cold press, they just actually press the juice, and so it doesn't heat up, so it doesn't lose any of its nutrients. So I kind of wanted to get you guys' opinion on what do you think about juicing, Jacquelyn and Windell and Angel? Have you tried it? Not tried it? What?
Yeah, you know, I bought a juicer that I use for like 2 weeks. And then I was like, the stuff, you know, I'm not putting bad stuff in it. So I was just like, why don't I just eat it instead of drinking it? Because even after I drink the juice, I'm hungry. Like, I am not the type of person, like you said, that just doesn't think about what they're going to eat next. While I'm eating, I'm thinking, what am I going to have later? Because I have like a fat woman's mentality. I'm always eating in my head. So juicing, to me, it only worked for so long because I was like, I'm still hungry. I could have just eaten the apple and been more full. I could have just eaten the kale.
The fiber and stuff,
and been more full.
And I think the work is what turns me. Like, if I have someone making it, I drink juice all day.
Yeah.
You know, but sit there and do this every day, realistically, no, not for me.
Yeah.
You know, so I get it. You know, but my schedule is usually too busy.
What about buying it? Have you ever bought it? Or?
I have bought, you mean like Naked and those kinds of...
No,
Naked
like
is probably
from like
the worst.
Creation or like a juice bar. Those juice bars
pressed
that are around.
juice
Creation.
And it still feels like a lot of work to get to a place
to
get
buy the juice.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where, like you said, if you have apples, peaches, oranges, you throw them in your trailer, you have them at home, you know what I mean? But to create this or to go get this, this is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Just eat it.
Yeah.
And for you, if you learned about all of the benefits that it did for you, then do you think that would like change your mind
I
at
think
all?
that would definitely help. You know, it's kind of like someone saying, oh, it's good for you. And you're like, okay, it's good for me, so I should eat more fruit. That's where my mind goes to.
Right.
But then if I juice or maybe in this form, I would do it more and get my, you know, the healthy vegetables and my healthy servings of fruit and stuff. If I knew maybe the details of it and I can really see how it's helping, then maybe.
Yeah.
But my schedule's not going to change.
Right,
You know what I mean? So now the good thing about being on set is craft service will make juice for you.
I got you.
Really?
Yeah, they
so
will.
you can request it.
And that's probably
You
a
should
good
request
thing. Yeah,
it.
you should request them.
Sometimes.
I just don't understand how it could be better. Juicing something would be better than just eating it in its natural form.
Well, because when you juice something, you could put like 5 or 6 pounds of vegetables in there, so you can get so much in one glass. So there's a difference between having it as a meal and having it like as a supplement, like having it in addition to your day, like, or as a snack instead, or like having. So what I like to do is like just have like an all green vegetable juice and have it like as a snack, like at 4 o'clock when you get hungry, and have it like that.
All green, what does that taste like?
It tastes like green stuff.
It tastes like grass. It tastes like something a cow eats.
You want me to work
Yeah.
to do this, to get this, so that at the end it tastes like beep. No.
Like beef.
Oh, like beef.
Like beef. Yeah,
Well,
that's
I put a lot of lemon and ginger in mine, and for me, like, I love the citrusy taste. So I'll put like kale, rainbow chard, spinach, celery, cucumber, and
Wendell's
then
face is
ginger,
like, no.
and like so it has like a more of a citrusy, fresh taste.
See, this is why I wanted them to come in, because they're
I know,
probably a lot like the people that are listening, and so they're saying ill, disgusting.
Well,
wouldn't
because
do
I
it.
can tell y'all are cut from the same cloth.
And that's why, yeah.
Well,
I
we've seen
put some
Madison's meal.
bark
Yeah.
in it and some ants
And I
and
put
a
a
little bit
lemon
of
on it.
dirt.
That sounds delicious.
Like I'm a person that just.
Where can I buy that?
It sounds so healthy. And I just now started like eating raw kale. Like I feel so proud of myself. I'm like, I will eat a kale salad and it's
Yes,
raw. Now
yes.
drink
Have you
I've
seen
had
those?
kale
You know how
salad.
you're supposed to
I can eat that.
massage kale?
Yes.
Have you seen those like Ryan Gosling photo, those memes that says
Hysterical.
like, "Hey girl, I just massaged it. Your turn now. I just massaged the
I
kale."
haven't seen that. I love it.
I love those.
Yeah.
We always like my friends and I all like will make like "Hey girl" jokes. Like, "Hey
That
girl."
is funny. I love it. So,
Anyways.
Massage the kale.
well, yeah, but also in addition to juicing, like it's supposed to give your digestive system and your intestines like a rest and a break if you do
Right.
short increments of juicing.
Yeah.
So, and then also I think for me, like personally, when people say I'm doing a 30-day juice fast, I'm like, you're slowing your metabolism down.
Yeah, 30 days, I would definitely say you'd have to have a doctor on board giving you the
totally.
correct supplements
Yeah.
and really guiding you as to what you should be doing. 30 days is a long time.
It's a long time.
2 days,
3
3 days is
days.
good.
I
Even
think
7
so.
days is a little too long, I think. It depends on
I do
what your purpose is. If you're doing it for a liver cleanse, like you said, it gives your liver a break, but it
Yeah.
also gives it a chance to like detox and get rid of things, and you're instead of like always like shooting bad things into it, it gives it a break to detox and everything. So I usually will have it as a supplement just so I
To
feel like I
add,
can
and that's-
get like
yeah.
this many more vegetables in my
Yeah.
day, this many more enzymes.
And that's the pros of
Yeah.
juicing, yeah. Adding it to
So-
something else, like something like a fruit and vegetable cleanse or
Yeah.
something else. I think that's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the way I would do it. Yeah, totally.
But I would
agree.
try to have it more vegetables than fruit. So
Yeah, that would
That's
kill
true.
me right there.
yeah, which is tough. It's something that you have to acclimate your taste buds to. You really have to train.
You do.
Can like when I have like my own kids, I'm gonna train them. They're gonna have the most sophisticated palate. They're gonna like love all this green
Look at
stuff.
Windell's face.
No,
Is that
what I'm thinking is what's going to happen is because
They're gonna go to college and binge drink and binge eat.
Or middle
They
school.
won't know it all the way up, and then it's going to be like, oh, they're going to OD.
Right. No more juicing.
Yeah,
Well,
you know.
yeah.
She's like, well,
Anyways, I would recommend if you go to a grocery store or something, try to find one, go look and see that doesn't have that much sugar. So look and see that it doesn't
The
have like
first
15,
ingredient.
20 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's like no more than 7 and try
Yeah.
to pick one that has a lot of vegetables and have it like as a supplement. That's
Yeah.
what I would
What
And
are
not
some
from
healthier ones?
concentrate.
Since I threw out naked just because
Yeah.
it's the first thing that
Ah,
came, which I know, I've heard people say that it is very.
It's got a lot of processed sugar in it
Yeah,
too.
it's if
Like,
you
it's
look
not-
at some of them will have like 30 grams of sugar, which is way
So
too
what's
much.
some better ones so people will know? Don't
Mine
have
for
me telling
me,
the bad
I
stuff.
like cold press. Cold press is
Yeah.
like the best, I
Okay.
think.
it's
you
a
know.
brand called
It's,
Cobra.
it's actually a location throughout California. They have a couple of different locations.
Oh, pressed juicery?
Yeah, press juicery, but it's
Yeah.
a cold press juicery. So
Right.
if you
Okay.
Google cold press juicery, then they'll come up. That's like my favorite. So
Yeah.
getting
All right.
back to like the Dr. Oz story, because this is kind of where all of this is spinning from. So we have all of these different like trendy, workout plans, diet plans. And I think there's so many different trends that you just don't know what to do. And so you end up not doing anything because I feel like people just get so overwhelmed. So I kind of wanted to get to the basics, because I think in every workout video you have 7 moves. What are they, Jacquelyn? You're doing squats, you're doing lunges, you're doing push-ups, you're doing I want to get back to the basics because I feel like people are so overwhelmed, because I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, man, because I had all of Dr. Oz's shows TiVo. Now I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch them anymore because it's going to be too much. So
No, I'm laughing to myself because she's like, you have squats, and all I'm thinking is tilt, tuck,
Tuck,
tight.
hip hop
oh, hip hop abs. I love it. I
So
love it,
that's why I
Sean
just
G.
started laughing. If y'all wondering why I'm laughing to myself over there.
Yeah, so I have a couple of pictures. I don't know if we're going to show them. So I think these 2 exercises, this is my favorite exercise. Here's a beautiful angel.
All that booty inside. Look at that.
So it's just a regular, like, you could do this anywhere. And I like doing exercises that you could do pretty much anywhere, everywhere, and you could just, you have your body with you everywhere.
But
so
that's
this
what's
is just
great about you, Madison. You actually, you know, if you come to people, you bring a few items, but it's stuff that you have in the house that you can use. You know, the chair and the ball.
Yeah.
And she can kill you with that.
And that's kind of my whole emphasis is really, and we could show the next one. This is just a kickback, and you could do that as many times as you like. I think for beginners, like if you're just starting out, you want to do, you know, 3 sets of 15 to 20. And this is the back of the arms, because ladies do not like to have the extra jiggle on the back of their arms. So this is the beautiful Brayley Evans, and she's doing a tricep extension. Well, it's like a single arm press.
Tricep.
Yeah, for your triceps. So,
I like that one. That one's tough.
yeah, it's hard, but I think whatever your fitness level is, because Brayley, obviously, she just started with me, and so this is one of the exercises that we did a lot. So I kind of call it the ABCs and 1, 2, 3 system, because it's really like getting back to the basics of eating, like fruits and vegetables, incorporating them into your diet, and just basic exercises, squats, lunges, push-ups, mountain climbers, just cardio, just stuff that you could do any and everywhere. Because I feel like that's really what's missing, because when you get so overwhelmed with stuff, you tend to not do anything, because there's so much stuff out there, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good lesson. If you're overwhelmed, then go back to the basics and start with the things that you can do.
Yeah.
Like the thigh master. That's one of the basics. Going back.
The thigh master.
Yeah, just find some exercises, and you know, I talk to other people. Some people say they'll put it in like their Google Calendar to be like, you know, so it holds you. Someone, if you don't have someone, you could do it in like your Google Calendar that like pops up and says like, do this, 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 and this. So it's like you almost create like your own little trainer like that to hold yourself accountable. So there's a lot of great exercises online. These are some good ones. And
so speaking of exercises, have you guys heard of high intensity interval training?
HIIT,
HIIT. So pretty much it's about doing short bursts, and this is kind of how I like to train too, like short bursts, and then you rest for a second, then another short burst. Because to me, I'm all about, especially when you're talking about your lower body, because when you're really getting your lower body involved, your heart has to pump all the blood to the lower part of your body, so your heart is working. So you're getting a cardiovascular workout as well as like really working your body at the same time physically. So, so have you guys tried? Do you think you could try a HIIT workout?
I could try.
meaning going like full intensity for like a minute, and then you would rest for a minute, and then full intensity for a minute, and then resting again.
Madison
doing that
knows
like
that's
7
how to
times.
get more out of me.
What?
Madison knows that's how you get more out of me.
Right.
Go hard and then, okay, when to take a breath. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
And then come back in.
I think it's the most effective way to work out, and it's the most effective way to like shorten your time of working out. Whereas people do it by time. People think, oh, I need to work out for at least an hour, or at least 2 hours. Like some people out there are like 2 hours every day, 6 days a week, you know, which I think is insane.
Right.
And so unless you're an athlete and you're trying to acquire some sort of skill, like when I was dancing, it's like I'm perfecting a skill and becoming like an expert in something, which like anyone in any skill would do that, like a doctor, you know. So it's like that's different than someone who is trying to effectively work out and burn fat and maintain a healthy body. So yeah, I totally agree. You could make a very effective workout in 15 minutes, 30 minutes for the day. Yeah. For the entire day. And that's, you know.
See, I need to go over to Jacquelyn. You don't do 15 minutes. We can do 15 minutes. I'm going to stand this side. Jacquelyn.
Now, you know Jacquelyn going to have you drinking the grass drink.
Yeah. You only have to work out 15 minutes, but you have to drink grass and you have to drink Bulletproof Coffee.
Once it runs through my system, as Madison says, in the middle of that workout, then she won't have to drink it again.
Yeah, it'd be a different workout then.
Yes, it would.
How long do you work out?
Well, I walk.
You walk.
That's the main thing I do, and I'll do an hour. So I try to go at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah. And see, I think that's good. Like doing your high intensity workout like 3 times a week, and then between that, walking playing tennis, whatever it is you like to do. Like
That's fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
Because I think you have to find it for what you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my workout is going to be very different than
From
Angel's
workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angel's is going to be
workout.
different from Madison.
Exactly.
We can do the same workout.
No, we cannot. I've tried. See,
Oh
this
yeah,
is
you
what
guys tried to train together. It didn't quite
because
work out.
Angel likes for me to show up so that I can entertain her. This is not about me getting healthy. This is here, Wendell, take this wheel and let me see you get down there.
I'm like,
and
come
do
on, let me
something."
see you work your abs.
See, this is what she does.
Work them. But he can do it.
Yeah.
What do you do for a workout?
Well, I try to work out at least 6 times a week for about an hour. But certain days I do high intensity interval training. Like if I'm on, like, say, Runyon Canyon, I'll do sprints and then sprint until I get up to the top, something like that. Or if I'm at the gym and I'm doing it, I'll do it on the treadmill. But I still will typically lift weights while I'm there.
Yeah. Okay.
My body is very resistant to giving up this fat. It wants it. It's warm. It's cuddly. So I have to beat it into submission.
No,
I do.
Angel,
And
no.
especially since I am not about to be drinking green grass juice. I have to work out a little bit harder because I'm not willing to give up certain things in my diet.
And if you're a bigger person or a bigger man like myself, like for me, in my category of acting or whatever, like that's kind of my category.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I still have to try to be as healthy as possible in that category.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know, so I don't want to just drop dead on set.
Right.
You know, so
Please
Definitely.
don't do that.
I won't. I promise.
Do you try to eat healthy, or what kind of things do you
I
eat?
do, and I've gotten much better because
Yeah.
Angel knows. I
He
can
has
have
his
some,
moments. We both do. We
Yeah.
both have. We're with each other all the time.
That's
So we'll have our moments where we're eating crispy French toast at a restaurant in the
And
middle of the
blue
day.
jam on
And
Ventura.
yes, and with a
And
chilaquiles.
do you feel sick after you eat that, or do you feel good?
I feel like I need that. I feel so great.
Jacquelyn, you're
It's-
talking to the wrong people.
I'm just
Yeah.
curious. That's why I'm just
No.
curious. Like what does it feel like for you?
Euphoric.
Euphoric.
You know what? It really is. I really feel like they need to do a lot more research on the addiction to food because
We talked about
We
that
talked
last
about
time.
that the last
because I
time.
really do feel like this must be
Well, see,
something like a
that's what we
crackhead.
said.
Yeah.
It actually,
sugar.
sugar actually hits the same place in your head that like
Euphoria
like a
and-
dopamine effect.
Yeah.
That's what
And I
it
don't
is.
think
literally
it's just sugar, though. I think it's fat. There's so much stuff. So, like, if I'm starving and I get something like some
Something
French
that's
fries,
MSG in it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
MSG is the same thing. Yeah, probably the sugar.
It's literally hits the same spot that like addictive drugs hit. There have been studies
Because it's a
done.
quick satisfaction.
Yeah.
Well, and it
whatever.
just hits that part of the brain that is so like that gives you that high. So
Especially with emotional eating and you know
Oh,
what I mean.
yeah.
If
I've
it's a
got
that's
lot
why
of
it's
better
so
on that,
dangerous. It's like people really do need to take it seriously and not use it as a crutch, you know, and like understand, you know, like if you have your moments that you have it, you know it, and then like for
back
most of the
together.
time, yeah.
And I think culturally as well.
Oh, I mean, that's a whole other thing.
It's
We're talking
shifting
about the
that
urban
thought
community
process,
too.
you know?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
really hard. Then that's the reason why I have to always be thinking about what I'm going to eat next. Because if not, I will make a bad choice very quickly.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for people of color, whether you're Latin, whether you're African American. Like we have the tradition of my grandmama used to make her macaroni
or
and
you
cheese.
eat
like
to celebrate.
Yeah, you
like
eat to
it's
celebrate.
A time to
Yeah,
come together.
totally.
It's
Yeah.
you know, you put your best foot forward.
yeah,
You know?
and the Latin community
Yeah.
too,
Yeah,
the same
so,
thing.
Yeah, it's like and it's a lot of it. A lot
Yeah.
of it means wealth for the family.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it is hard. Like my grandma, I actually come from a Latin background, Mexican background. So my grandma always comes over with her cheesy refried
Right,
beans, which
right.
we've all been, you know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which I've been like eating since I was like a baby, and then it's like lately I'm like, well, I don't really want the beans today,
Right,
you know.
right,
but
right.
my mom's like, eat the beans.
Beans.
You know, it's like she made them for you girls, like you're
Right.
eating them.
Yeah.
So it's like I have to eat them, even though it's like I wouldn't normally eat them. I mean, they taste really good, but
Yeah.
you know, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's very cultural and it's
That's
tough.
the difference. We would. We're like,
Yeah.
Grandma brought the beans. We
Be like,
cannot
we gotta
hurt
do
our
this.
feelings.
We gotta let's go ahead and do this.
Respect
Okay.
your elders.
Yes, definitely. And Jacqueline, let's get to your coconut oil. Let's
Yeah.
talk
So
about
have
that.
you guys ever tried a coconut oil? Like, do you buy it? Do you know about it?
Mhm.
Yes.
I use it in
No.
my hair.
Jacquelyn's face is like your hair.
No,
Okay.
yeah, I know.
I use it on my skin.
What is this to cook with, or you?
Well, that's what I was curious. Like how I was wondering.
Yeah,
Because I have 5 ways that I use it.
What are your 5 ways?
So my 5 ways are, well, number 1, cooking with it. And then number 2, I put it in smooth. So cooking, I mean like fry, like stir fry, like that. And the second is I put it in my smoothies to make it a little bit thicker and taste really good.
Avocado is good for that too. Putting some avocado in there.
Yeah. Third, I use it as an eye makeup remover.
That's smart. I
which
use
is
it as a
really good.
moisturizer too. Like after I wash my face,
so I'll
I
just like leave it there. But it's great. It takes off everything here, and it's really gentle on your eyes and everything. And then so like an eye cream would be like my 4th that I do, and then like in my hair, I'll just put it like on the tips of my hair where it gets like super dry.
It's good for dry skin.
Yeah, it's great for dry
and there's
skin.
there's probably like way more than that. But yeah, you could put it on your skin for stretch marks, and also I forgot, is actually like it's a natural SPF. So
wow, I didn't know that.
if you put it on your skin, it helps to protect a little bit from the sun and everything. So it's like if I had one item to take with me to the island, it would be
coconut
a coconut.
Oil. Oh, I
There's
like
coconuts there. You could just make you some if you
Yeah,
want.
I would just, because you can drink the coconut, it has
That's
electrolytes, and then you
true.
could scoop out and eat the fat inside. I love scooping out coconuts. It's like my
she's on a
favorite thing in the
different
world.
level. I haven't eaten the coconut
Oh
yet.
my God, I love it.
Yeah, I don't like the taste of coconut
I don't
either.
like the
don't?
taste
But
of
you
like the
know
real
what?
coconut.
Oh, it tastes
the
so
real
good.
coconut I think is better than like the stuff
processed
that you.
one.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I'm
made
sure.
a pudding when I was.
Yeah, if
doing
you scoop it out, it's much softer.
it's very soft.
It's like kind of slimy.
Yeah,
it tastes
that's
so good.
That's what I don't like, the
Oh, I
slimy
love
part.
it.
Texture.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
When I
texture is
did
like
the raw diet for like a couple of days, I made a chocolate pudding with the coconut,
Coconut?
and it was good. I
that
was so
sounds
shocked,
good.
but it went bad
quickly.
that quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's probably good, like to eat foods like that, because then you know that it's fresh and you're getting all of the nutrients
Yeah.
from it. Yeah.
I
So
did all that work, it went bad though.
yeah. So I would buy some coconut oil, unrefined, extra
Okay.
virgin, cold press. I think it is cold press.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cold press.
Yeah, organic. And so you can buy a big thing of it and it lasts for a long time. So what I did is I scooped out a bunch for like, and put it in another little glass jar for like my face and hair. So
Okay.
because I kept like, I would dig my hands into it a lot. So I didn't want to eat that. So then I keep that separate from the one that I use to eat.
Okay.
But I'll
That's
buy it in
smart.
bulk like
Okay.
this, like big one. There's a company called Tropical Organics, I think it's called.
I think that's what I have.
Yeah,
Oh,
that I
okay.
buy online. They have all the best coconut products.
Tropical
So,
organic.
Tropical Traditions. That's what it is.
Tropical
Tropical
Traditions.
Traditions.
Tropical
Okay.
traditions.
Okay.
Okay.
TropicalTraditions.com. Yeah,
Yes.
and they've got the most amazing coconut
I
products.
love it.
Well,
Coconuts.
start trying that for dry skin. 'cause
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a battle.
Marcus,
Yeah.
my husband uses it every morning on his
his-
hairline because he gets dry skin.
Oh,
And
wow,
it's
that's
temples.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. For dry skin, and I like the 5. I knew some of them, like I use it on my face, but I
The
didn't
best
know
is when
the
I
SPF.
discovered the SPF, but the eye makeup remover. It's like it's so porous there. It goes
Yeah.
directly into your eyes when you think about all those chemicals because
And
you have
then
their
if
little
you
tear
get
ducts.
it in your eye, it's not bad.
It's no big deal.
Yeah.
You're eating it anyways.
And then
Yeah.
SPF. That's
Yeah,
good.
SPF. I use
Yeah.
olive oil the same way too. Like I'm
Yeah,
an
you can use olive
fan.
oil
Love
that
me
way
some
too.
olive oil, girl.
Yeah.
And you can put a little bit of essential oil like lemon, whatever kind of scent you want.
lavender,
Yeah, lavender,
lemongrass.
lemongrass. Yeah, geranium. Angel's like, yeah, you two are 2 peas in a pod.
They are. They are.
Essential oils are amazing
Yes,
though.
they are. The good ones though, because you gotta find the good ones.
And the
'cause
good
you-
ones are very
Expensive.
expensive.
They're very
Yeah,
expensive.
they are.
One time, I have a very guilty story. I accidentally stole one, and I
Jacquelyn.
tried to take it back to the store, and the guy was like, "It's fine, just take it." I was
Oh,
like,
that was
I know,
nice.
but I like went to my car, and it was like in the bag, and I like didn't somehow I like put it in my bag before
didn't
unloading
pay for it.
I was like, oh my, and it was like I was feeling like, oh my God, it's like $20, you know. But then the guy was like, it's okay, just keep it. But now every time I use it, I'm like, this is the oil that I stole.
Stolen oil.
Stolen oil.
It's supposed to like calm me down, but now I like.
You
like,
get stressed out every time you use it. I'm like, I stole it. I stole it. Okay. now-
Anyways, that was the total tangent.
We like that. We like that. You're not a thief, Jacqueline. You're not a thief.
She's not. She
Yeah,
has
yeah.
integrity.
Okay, so speaking of relaxing,
Yes.
we were talking about essential oils. You have a really good stretch.
Yeah,
that's
we should all
supposed
do
to,
it.
Like, help
Okay,
you
so
relax.
this is the a cat-cow stretch.
Yes.
Okay, so you can do this in all sorts of angles, I guess.
But
every week on the show, I've been showing different chair stretches. So I know a lot of people are at their desk a lot, and people are getting scoliosis, tennis elbow, like all sorts of weird things are happening to people. So one thing that I tell people to do is every hour you can set like a little ding on your computer that tells you to like get up and move. It should like pop up on your screen like, okay, time to stretch, time to move, go to the water or to the bathroom, whatever. Okay, so this is the cat-cow stretch. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna keep your hands like on the desk there, and you're just gonna try to tuck your chin into your chest and look at your belly button, and then try to like scoop your belly back. So you're trying to, like, as if someone had a string on your belly button, they're like pulling it back towards your spine. So you're totally rounding forward, and then you're gonna reverse the direction and then like push everything forward, starting with the tailbone rolling up through the head, and then release the head back.
So this is the cat position.
Yeah, so you want to go, it's like waving back
stretching.
and then waving forward.
Yeah.
So you
That
go,
feels good.
yeah, so you want to go all the way back and then start with your tailbone, tuck under, push your back and spine into the back of the chair, release your head, look all the way down to your belly button, and then reverse it, push the tailbone back, push the chest forward, open the chest.
It feels like a
look back.
yoga kind of move too.
Yeah,
I'm
it feels
used to
very
doing this
yoga.
on my hands and knees. I've never done it
Yeah.
sitting down.
Yeah, so
that's
you can
great.
do it sitting
It's
down.
like the cobra.
Yeah,
sitting
that's like
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because it's the same stretch.
Yeah, so
right
you want to
there.
release the head all the way back, all the way, and like push your chest forward.
Which is really
Yes.
good because you're normally most of the time like when we're doing
The whole-
stuff with our
Good.
phones,
Yeah.
our posture is always down.
And
Yeah.
like when you're driving, you know, all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
When
she
you
feel
stretch
better.
back, it just pop. You're present. I'm
so
present.
that's the cat cow chair stretch.
We love the cat cat.
CCC.
CCC. Cat cat cow.
So definitely start
Yes.
incorporating that.
We love it. Now you have something else as far as exercise is
I
concerned, and I
do.
love the tan and tone.
My tan and tone
Yeah, so,
videos. So,
Tone.
which
So
I know
this is-
you're gonna love.
These hands, I've been trying to get these hands.
Hands, those
I've been
hands.
working, so I'm ready for this.
Yes,
The
yes.
savasana would be good. You know, in yoga where you like meditate, hands are up.
Just
Oh,
put it up
just
to
the
the
Yes,
chance
put
of
just
hands.
your
Yeah.
hands. I love it, Wendell.
it,
Yes.
the bottom
So
of
my,
the
my
feet.
my tan and tone videos came from. I just had this idea one day when I was outside at the beach tanning.
I'm
And
telling
we're
you.
all like, yes.
tanning.
She was
No, and
tanning.
I just get so antsy. I don't like to just lay around. So I was like, I'm gonna work out a little bit. So I was like on my towel, and everyone was just like reading magazines, and I was doing push-ups and doing like all sorts of exercises. So that's where it came from. So on my Instagram, I gave all sorts of cool videos and ideas of people to do in 15 seconds of like different things they could do on their mat or on their towel when they're
Yes.
outside at a park, beach, wherever they are.
Okay.
So
And I love it. You could do it on vacation too. I don't know if we're gonna.
Yeah,
if we
in a
actually have
hotel
a. Yeah, this
room.
is great because most of the people that I know, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going on vacation," and so the vacation
Yeah.
is more about let me eat whatever I want.
Amen.
See, this is why I want her to come in. Like that's what vacation is
Yeah.
typically. But I'm with you. I like the idea that you could be on vacation and still like
Yeah.
get a little bit of workout in.
It's funny. I feel like I eat healthier on vacation.
why is that?
That's
Like,
interesting.
well, last summer I went to Colombia, and just because kind of culture, like we're on a boat and we charter a boat and you go to these islands, so you're eating the fresh fish, you know what I mean? It's kind of set. And then when I'm active and doing stuff on vacation, I'm not thinking about eating all the time.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So
That's
I feel like I
interesting.
eat healthier when I'm on vacation and I'm not just here going to my staples, you know?
Yeah, and I think that probably depends on where you're
interesting.
going too. Yeah, so I think we have the video of the tan and tone. So are we gonna play the video?
I really want to see this.
Yeah, I don't know if you.
Well,
that
we
was-
can get back to it. I was
Okay.
gonna do another. We're gonna do a little chair workout.
A chair
so we'll
workout,
get back
okay.
to the tan and
Okay,
tone.
let's do the chair
So
workout.
the chair
All right.
workout. So you're just gonna sit up nice and tall, like put yourself towards the edge of the chair.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're listening at home, you should definitely try this. So your hands are just gonna be on the side of your chair,
Mm-hmm.
and what you're gonna do is first you're gonna start the exercise by squeezing your belly button in. So that should automatically sort of lift your lower spine up.
Mm-hmm.
So you squeeze the lower belly button in. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna squeeze your knees together,
Mm-hmm.
and then try to lift your legs up off the floor. So you're squeezing your knees together, using your inner thighs, pull
those
those lower abs in, and then lift the knees up. And then what you can do is actually, so this are my knees, you actually will take your legs apart a little bit like that and start using the abductors on the outside of the hips.
The abductors are on the
AB
outside.
ductors.
Adductors
Yeah,
on
do
the
you know how
inside.
I think of it? Abductors, like you're being abducted by aliens on the outside.
That's how you think about it. I'm not going to tell
Every
you what I
time,
think about it.
abductor.
Yeah, I love
okay.
it. Yeah.
So lift the knees up and then just try to hold that. See how long you can hold it? Maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Use
I'm
those inner
scared my dress
thighs.
might pop off.
I'm like, how long can the chair hold it? It's about to tip forward.
So you want to try to push your chest forward. So it's like your chest is going forward and your knees are coming up. So it's like kind of everything's coming together.
Right.
So as opposed to like leaning back, you want to bring the chest forward towards the knees. So that's a good exercise. I feel my inner thighs right now.
Yeah,
Now
especially when
I
you
feel something out
squeeze
here.
it.
Okay, at first I'm like, I don't know what y'all feeling, but
You feel it?
it just took a
Okay.
little longer to get there.
Yeah.
We
So that's
like
a good.
it.
You could do that in an airplane.
Yeah.
When you're put your car in park when you're stopped at a
Yeah,
light.
you said in park.
In
That's the right
park.
word. Not driving in LA.
If
Don't
you're
do
a
that.
heavier girl like myself, you want to make sure the chair is bolted down. You just want something that's not going to flip over on you while you're over there working your abs.
Yes.
I mean, I'm serious. Because
Okay, yeah,
you
you're
scoot
right.
to the end of the chair, you try to
It's
lift them
over.
legs.
Yeah.
You're going to bust your face open and be like, you know what?
Well, she considers herself a bigger girl. Brother, sit on the floor and don't use a chair at
Yeah,
all,
it's like a
brothers.
bigger girl, Angel. No, I don't think you're bigger.
I'm not little. Let's say that.
Okay.
I'm not
gotcha.
little.
Okay.
I mean, there's definitely larger sizes than I, but I
Okay.
am not a little
Okay,
woman
I
by no
gotcha.
means.
We're on. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes, we got it. Okay, so we got one more exercise, Miss Jacquelyn. What's the upper back?
The upper back. So the upper back, I always like to start every exercise by sitting up tall, and first squeezing your lower belly
You're
button
such a
in.
dancer. Yeah.
So lower belly button is squeezed in.
Yep.
And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your elbows. I'm gonna give you a little room. Elbows are gonna come and squeeze in by your ribs. So hands are gonna be out to the side.
I love it.
So you can scoot back a little bit there.
For those
Or let me
lats a
move out of
little
your way.
bit.
Yeah. So shoulders are down, and then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pulse.
Shimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
You're
Jazz
just gonna
hands.
jazz hand at work.
I love it. I love it. Yes, Richard Simmons. Yes. Yes. That's another
You could do
exercise.
chair rolls.
You could.
But these ones you're just gonna press. You can do jazz hands, but you're just gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together, and you're
I
just
love
gonna
it.
do little pulses back, back, and you want your elbows attached to your ribs, all the way in, so no space between your arm, and then just squeeze it back,
Squeeze it back.
and then keep pulling the belly button in, belly button in, belly button in,
I love it.
and back. So even more right here. So like keep the elbow forward. And then twist, and then squeeze back here. Squeeze back here, and then back.
Like you pressing your shoulder
back.
blades together.
Oh,
There
right
you go.
There
There
it
you
is.
go.
Yes, go
Sit up
window.
tall, stand up tall.
Go window.
There you go.
Pop.
All
That
right,
sounds like
get
we're
the dollars
twerking.
out.
Yes.
Y'all making me work. Get the dollars out.
Yes.
So you can do jazz hands, little
Yes,
jazz hands.
yes.
Fussing.
I love it. I
like
like
See,
that
I'm like
one.
sweating now.
I know.
Me too.
I'm
That's a
sweating.
good one.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's a good exercise. I mean, I know a lot of people have like conference calls at work. A lot of people work from home now
That's
too. So
true.
just do your little work conference and just sit there and just pulse back for a minute, take a break, do it
And
again.
the cat cows.
And then do your cat cows, and then lift those knees up, use those inner thighs.
I like the inner thigh workout because most
Yeah.
people don't really use their inner thighs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
so-
area that we all could work on, including
God.
myself.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to shut up.
I'm just like, I'm not saying a word. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining us for Urban Wellness and Beauty.
Yeah,
with-
did you guys learn anything?
Did you
I
learn
learned
anything?
a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel better. I
Absolutely.
feel like I worked out some today.
Now, would you try the coffee? Would you try the coffee?
I would.
Yes, we
Yes.
would like to see the video. I think we have the video coming.
If
maybe.
we have it, let's do it.
That
if
would be
not,
fantastic.
we
On the
can
tan
move
and
on.
tone.
There
Oh,
we
there
go.
I am.
Yes, I'm good.
All
Get
right.
it. That's kind of like, yeah, I love it, Jacquelyn.
Look at
This is
that
weird
pretty
watching myself.
body.
I love it. Hamstrings, glutes.
So this is a good little booty workout.
Yes,
Press
we
up
love the booty
in,
workout.
so always
Control.
squeeze the stomach in
Yes.
and out. So the side and the up, so that's like a side hydrant, like a dog was peeing,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you press it up. And and so when you're there, I always tell people to really push the floor away from you with your hands so that your upper body is really working also.
Active,
so anytime you're on your hands and knees, I always say don't squish the armpits together. Try to keep that hollow and open and use the arms.
Press.
But like those butt exercises are my go-to butt exercises.
I like it. And then we're going to show my, just the power, the ABC 1, 2, 3 system, the squat, just how to do a great squat. Because I think most people do it incorrectly. Yeah, so I did a little video for it. It's called ABC 1, 2, 3.
Look at that body.
And I like to add like upper body.
I can't even concentrate.
Whatever. So again, you're sitting at the edge of the bench, and like Angel said, it needs to be something sturdy, so you make sure that you're and I always like adding an upper body movement. The bicep, I know Angel, she knows all of my workouts. I'm like, because I think it's more efficient if you're doing upper and lower body at the same time. But you could also do a overhead press. And so you always want to make sure that you're pressing through your heels and using your tummy on the top and the bottom. Because I think when you're exercising, most people don't use their abs. Like it's not active. So this is a great way to really use
I'm just looking at how tight your little tiny waist is. I'm not even listening to what you're saying.
You're not even paying attention to me, Jacquelyn. What happened with your cute little buzz? What are you talking about?
Yeah, y'all are both. I can't listen to y'all. Y'all live a different life.
Whatever. But you know what?
It's a lifestyle.
It is.
Exactly.
Yeah, y'all live a different life. Y'all do?
Have we inspired you to do maybe one different thing or add one thing?
That's a good question. Yeah. So, Wendell, what would you do differently? What would you add? The chair exercise?
Like a lot more. You think, a lot of times I think I have to get on the floor and do the Cobra. Nope. You can sit and watch TV and do these exercises.
I like it. Watching television. What about you, Angel? Would you try the
heck no?
Okay, so
coffee is no. That will never be something that I do. But maybe with the high intensity interval training, like if I don't have a long time to work out, just hitting it with that and feeling okay with that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the last time, one of the things that I got was the active charcoal. We'll have to talk about that another time.
Yes, the activated charcoal.
I actually got it, but then on the label it said something that was a little scary. So we'll have to talk about that after the show. So
to be continued.
To be continued. So I want to know, Jacquelyn, where do we find you on your social media?
On my social media, you can find me Action Jacquelyn all across the board. ActionJacquelyn.com. My Instagram is really where I connect with most of my people. And I'm running a fitness challenge right now. We're giving away lots of cool prizes to the winner, so tune in to that and get your fitness on.
And Wendell, where can we find you on your social media?
Wendell for real.
Yes, that's
it. On Instagram, on Twitter, and then Windell Middlebrooks on Facebook.
And Angel, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube at That Chick Angel TV, as well as on Instagram and Twitter at Angel the Actress.
I love it. And I am MadisonChaseFitness.com and pretty much on every social media, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. And I think that's it. So thank you guys. And please make sure that you watch us on YouTube. And if you have any questions, listen to the podcast on iTunes. And
let us know what you want to talk about.
Yeah, we want to know what you're interested in. And if you would try some of this stuff. And that's why I brought Angel and Wendell to kind of see what their thoughts are. So please let us know what you're thinking. Ask us questions. We love to connect with you guys. So thank you so much for joining Black Hollywood Live, Urban Wellness and Beauty.
Bye.
Bye.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.
Thanks for watching Black Hollywood Live on YouTube. For more in-depth interviews and news, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion in the comment section below here. See you soon, everyone. Bye.